Hello there YouTube, this is Tycooner Steve coming back with another episode of our Subscriber Zoo, where today we're going to be putting in a beautiful Siberian crane exhibit right here in between our pink ones and our umber tigers. And I'm very excited because I realized that this is a perfect exhibit to finally use these horse box fences that I was bragging about way back when we did our leopards down in the southeast corner of the zoo. Yeah, southeast corner. And now we're going to use them right here now, and I think they're going to be awesome looking, and I think this display is going to come out awesome because I think cranes are about the perfect size animal for that kind of blank area we left in between the penguins and the Amur tigers. So we'll go ahead here, just build in a little house for our cranes here. I'm not sure those horse boxes are going to be high enough for the house here. Let me check real quick because I'm planning on putting these elevated nest boxes in here. Nope, so we're going to have to get a little bit higher. So let's go ahead and grab some level 4s, or level 3s. Yeah, level 3s right here, and do level 2s so I can do a little style thing up front. And let's even make it like a little entrance tunnels by putting that in. Very good. And, okay, let's go ahead here. We're going to be using the Siberian Cranes. You voted. This is a subscriber zoo, of course, so you voted. And cranes were very popular after we did the tigers. Apparently there was some type of animated panda movie that inspired you. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely going to go ahead and put in that sort of fake-looking rock back there. It's actually a rock that I really enjoy. I think it looks like something you see in an actual zoo, where it's just obviously like fiberglass and just kind of painted to look right, but the fact that it looks artificial actually makes it look real to me, if that makes any sense. And we'll go ahead and start building these out. Still doing the general thing where we put down a rock and then you build up the plants around it to make it look like the seeds are being captured by the rock. Let's go ahead and put down a hollow log here. And in fact, let me think about I think I want to move. Okay, first let's go ahead and make some blind spots so our cranes aren't completely exposed here, like right across here. And then we're going to move this rock here. That doesn't quite work, so we'll rotate it and put it right here. Good? Is that right here? There we go. So that way you can see them from that front area, and let's make sure this doesn't... Okay, good. Not a hitbox issue. You can still walk down that path. Very cool. And we'll go ahead and move these again so they're up against that rock. And I wanted to make that move just so if you were on the pathway there, you could see our cranes from the path without that big rock blocking it. Alright, build out some June grass here. And what else? I'm gonna go through it on here. This is kind of a big area in the middle, so let's put a pond in, I think. Maybe that's a little too big. Let's break it up a little bit. Very good. And let's use the coastal rocks to decorate that. Coastal rocks here because they're closer to the color of that big artificial rock we're using. And just like that. And we'll build up some plant life around it, like so. And we can use this little area back here between these two rocks as a place to hide our food. And also put down some more food and water over here, because I'm going to build up some plant life in front of it to kind of disguise that. And that's the way to go there. Alright, build up some grass around the tree, different heights. And some of these tiger lilies we're using to give these exhibits some color. Okay, and oh no, that's the glass fence. We don't want the glass one. There we go. There's that cable fence we've been using. We use this cable fence as guides for our guest, like so. I'm just going to kind of have them fade out at some point because we're going to sort of hide the edges with some plant life. We'll put that in there, and We'll stretch this one all the way across, I think. Like so. Does that go far enough? Yes, it does. Okay. Very good. And let's make this area high horse boxes like that. And we want to make sure that this view, which you can see kind of walking through the back area of our tiger area, is also well decorated. So build up the plants here. Maybe put another tree in, maybe another English oak. Nah, I don't like that. Let's go ahead and just put the June grass. So we have like a high hedge thing going on over there. And the tiger lilies again for some color. And some undergrowth. Let's go ahead and paint some dirt in so it looks like it's a walked on path. Very good. Yep, that's looking good so far. This area here, we're switching to horse boxes so it doesn't look as funny. And I guess now is a good time as any to start building up the actual house exhibit thingy. Not exhibit thingy, for some reason I can't think of the word for this. We'll just call it the crane house. Because that's awesome like that. And a wrap around here. One height there, wrap around there just to make it all nice and blended. And then we'll go into our inventory here and sort of frame up this door to make it look a little less funky. And grab some of the standing posts to thin up the doorway too. I believe this is at a 2 height. Nailed it. And just one on either side because I always think it looks a little too thin. And I almost forgot to put in the doors. Let's go ahead and put those here and here. Slide them down, slide them down. And I think we'll also go ahead and put the cement down the paths and then cover it up with hay like we usually do. Put one down there, just keep the ground even. And our hay is hiding right there. Very good. Drop, 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 drop. And I'll leave the area like right next to the door kind of empty. So that way it looks like our zookeepers are kind of pushing it out every time they walk through the door. There we go. What else? Oh, we need to build up our observation area here. So I think I'm going to... is that the right height? Nope, it needs to be one higher. So I'm going to kind of make my own little observation area for this one. Just by going vertical over that area. Bye-bye. Get rid of all that. And we'll get rid of this stuff here. Looks like there's one hiding in the tree. Let me get rid of this one real quick. Yep, do-do. And then we'll go ahead and put the wooden railing on this. Can I just hang these things over? I don't think this will work, but let's check. No, they hang down too far. You can do that on the lower end, but not the higher end of the vertical ones for some reason. But that's okay. What we're going to do is change the fence here to the low, just wooden one, and then we're going to put in some glass so you can get right up against it and really get a good look at the cranes here. So let's do this and just put in a floating grass railing using the glass with the dark wood outline so it all blends in nice like that. Oop, kind of messed up the top there. That's okay. We'll just get rid of this and then we'll rewrap the top like so. Perfect. Perfect now. Oh, I deleted a little bit of pathway. Let's fix that. Oh, perfect. I'm using the word perfect. The word of the day is perfect. Because that's totally how this exhibit is going to turn out. Okay, and some slanted fences there to go with our slanted roof. It looks like they're at a slightly different angle, but I can live with that. But to make it look like things aren't flying in the air, we will have to get some of those wooden posts in. One here. One here. And let's go ahead and put one here and one here just so it looks like it's structurally sound. Maybe widen these out a little, like so. Yeah, there we go. That's the ticket. Okay, I think it's time to turn our attention to the horticulture around this exhibit. So let's grab some plants here, including everyone's favorite plant, the white flowers. Go ahead and get ourselves lined up here. Do That's more or less a straight line. And let's steal one of these pine bushes. I like the pine bushes a lot. And we'll put another one over here, so it looks like kind of one big pine bush that completes it. And we'll go ahead and grab some of this just regular grass for that little cusp area we hadn't filled in, like so. And I'll put another pine bush here, and white flowers between. White flower. Do. Very good. What are we gonna do with this little area? Let's go ahead and put in a little pond here, like so. Oh, of course, I couldn't make a perfect circle. No, nope. Nah. Smooth it out. Yeah, that's more or less. What else are we gonna do? Let's go ahead and put a little fountain in there too, I think, is how we'll go. Let me grab this fountain here, just a little guy, and put him in the middle. And we'll go ahead and extend out some of our grass here, particularly around the little fake rocky. Maybe also let's, this is really bothering me. I think I can do a better circle. It's closer. Okay, I'm gonna live with that. We'll disguise the edges a little bit by putting down some of these rocks too. Like so. And then let's grab a little bit of the grass here and blend that in. Get this corner a little bit too. Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, very good. White flower time. Just extend them across here. And then I think we'll grab another one of those pine bushes to disguise the edge where our fence kind of leaves off. Great. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pine bush me, please. Okay, turn it around. Oh, this big area here we need to also plant up. So we'll start with the white flowers and pine bush, and then we'll also have to grab some like trees and things to fill in that area behind, because there's a little gap there between the edge of the fence in this area. So I'll put another pine here, an oak there, and let's grab some of these daisy trees that we're using throughout our zoo, just like 3 like that. We'll fill in the front area with some grass, and then I think we'll use some of those wild sugar bushes for the background plant. So where do I have some sugar bushes? Right here. Yeah. Okay. And just fill that in so it's nice and thick. And I think that's more or less it. Let's go ahead and grab some cranes here. Anything else I need to put for them? They are a temperate grassland animal, right? Yes, they are. Okay. So I think we are good. Let's go ahead and drop down. I think I'll go with 2 girls. And let's go ahead and grab 2 boys. See, the boys have a little bit darker coloration even from way up here. I'm going to put it in a zookeeper. Very good. And I think I want to put in some more of this. Alright folks, here we are for our final walkthrough. You can see we're starting here at our Amar Tiger exhibit. This is one of the outside viewing areas. We can go to the left here for the inside area with the Tiger Museum. But now we can also go to the right here and you can see the crane exhibit. And I don't see any cranes in it, of course. Just looking around. Okay, I can't see any from this angle, I don't think. So let's go ahead and go around and see if one of the other viewing areas will provide us an even better view of our cranes. And by better, I mean any view at all. So right past our little spring with a fountain in it there. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. So we'll walk down this path. Of course, we've got our reindeer on the right-hand side. But now we also, on the left, oop, I see some now. There are our Siberian cranes. Let's pull out the camera and do a little quick zoom in, enhance. There they are, strutting around pretty nice. That fence might be a little intimidating for cranes. We might change that later. If you want that changed, since this is a subscriber zoo, just leave a comment below telling me to go back and change it. I will do that. Let's see. I can see some of our penguins swimming there in the area. But let's go ahead and continue to look at this crane exhibit. Oh, there's one that's come up real close. That must be a male because it's got that darker pattern. Looking pretty good. These cranes came in the Countries of the World expansion, the Russia pack. But we'll go right up here. And of course, there are none that are right next to the glass, unfortunately. Oh, nope, there they are over there. There we go. So you can see a nice view of them from our little viewing station here. Looking like a great little portal. Yep, and of course we can see them even better from out here right now because they're not quite lined up with their glass there. But let's go ahead and go into the exhibit like we were a keeper. So we're just going to walk through here real quick. And sort of in between the tigers and the cranes should be the door entrance. Like I planned it. Perfect. Let's just go ahead, and open up this sucker here. And walk inside. And walk outside. Nope, nobody's inside their houses yet, so let's walk outside. And Mahar Gazelle 3 just gave birth. Fantastic. But there we are, a couple of Siberian cranes. It looks like they're all kind of making their way down there to that feeding log with the insects in it, so must be the way to go with. Alright, so I think this, ladies and gentlemen, was a very successful exhibit that you requested here in our subscriber zoo. And since we are coming to the end of this episode, that means we need you to begin voting again for the next episode. Just to remind you of the rules, the way this zoo works is that I build whichever animal or exhibit gets the most request. In order to request it, all you have to do is leave a comment below. The comments will be taking votes for 3 days after this episode post. After that 3 days, I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out what to build, or what you want me to build and where to build it. You can see we still got that whole sort of lower corner of the zoo here. We're right here at the cranes now, and we've got the tigers to the left, but this whole area is still open to us. So if you have anything that you think would fit in there, please leave a comment below. Also be sure, if you like this video, to actually like the video below. If you want to stay in touch with this and any other of the amazing series on my channel, the best way to do that, of course, is to subscribe. So just hit that subscribe button below. But other than that, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a great time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Because this is Zoo Tycooner Steve, and I'm saying bye.